What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a hump day edition of Morning Scone presented by Barack, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, and Hudco Roofing, hudcoroofing.com. Hope you're all having a great start to your morning so far. Whatever you got, fire away. It is a St. Lillian Day for Drew, so we got until 8 a.m., so we got a little less than 30 minutes here. So you got questions, comments, concerns, fire away with any of that. As always, please like the page, share the post, like the page, share the post, like the page, share the post, and like the page, subscribe to the Matt Scone YouTube channel. Thank you so much. All right, let us see. All right, we will say some good mornings here as we get cranked up. Let me share YouTube onto Twitter. Share the YouTube link onto Twitter. And boop. Aight. Okay, y'all, see what you got. LSU baseball wins. They beat Grambling. A little matinee game started at 4 o'clock. You remember there was a game from a couple of weeks ago that got postponed due to the bad weather in town. So they played at 4 o'clock yesterday. Tigers looked pretty good. Mikhail Hilliard got the start. LSU combines for a shutout. Quite honestly, Grambling just isn't really good, so I don't know that you make much of that, but it's the old adage of do you make much of a win over a bad team? But then again, you'd melt over a loss to a bad team. So you do what you got to do when you take on a bad team, which is just take care of business and beat them. This is frozen, and that sucks. So we might be YouTube only. Live on Facebook, but my Surface is frozen. Technology, bro. I swear. Okay, whatever. Trivia Carter, what's up? Devin Kelly, switching over to YouTube since Facebook put me back in jail. Bunch of fascists. Devin, I mean, in some respect, I'm with you in that I don't like when we're censored on social media platforms. The other is, you know the rules, so don't participate there if you don't, if you're not into it. Man, I'm just gonna shut down my Surface. It's frozen. That sucks. This is why y'all come in the mornings, right? To see me fight with technology. Well, that might have worked now. Oh, there we go. All right, we're back. Thank God. Okay, we're back. I think we're still live. Okay, good, we are. Sorry about that. Okay. Stephen Miller jumped to YouTube before the ship sank. I don't blame you, bro. Hey, Phoenix. Good morning, sir. A pleasure to see you live. First time seeing you live. Thank you so much. Appreciate you for being here. If you haven't done so yet, please like the post, hit the subscribe button. Always much appreciated. Okay. Now we are rolling in. Josh Long, what's up, dude? Kelly Presley, Kelly Gross, Jason Truax, Jason Mobile. Good morning from Beaumont. Brandon DeVille. Well, LSU baseball will be able to go to full capacity since the governor's announcement yesterday. So, yes, the short answer to your question is yes. Now, will they is the better question. Now, my understanding is that LSU administrators are going to be having a meeting this week with the governor's office about football, but the other part of that is local officials ultimately have the say. So remember, while LSU football was at 25% capacity, the mayor of New Orleans was not allowing fans at all. And then like 1,000 fans and then like 3,000 fans. So it is up to the local government leaders. So technically, Sharon Weston Broome could step up and say, yeah, not in Baton Rouge yet. Now, if she did that, there might be a full melt. But according to the governor's ruling Tuesday, yeah, they could have a full House of the Box this weekend. And I would very much want to see that. Not that that's a great surprise to any of you, but especially this weekend because of Arkansas coming in. And you've got to find a way to create environment, which they haven't had at the box all year. But just look at the contrast based on what you saw last week when LSU played at Ole Miss. Look at the contrast. I mean, packed house, people, people cheering, people loud, beer showers, all that stuff. It matters, man. It matters. You can ride that wave of momentum. So if ever there was a better weekend, a perfect weekend to do it, it'd be this one. Look at that, 13 watching, 13 likes on YouTube. Thank y'all. And Facebook over here, if you would like, page share the post as well. Deborah Coward, good morning. Kirk Taylor, good morning. Leo Williams, good morning. Stephen Miller, did you catch the pizza last night that Southern Baton Rouge has had conversations with Marshall Faulk about the head coach opening? I did not. But that would fall in line with what we've seen now, right? I mean, Deion Sanders at Jackson State, Eddie George at Tennessee State. Why not Marshall Faulk? I mean, if he wants to coach, I mean, I'd say it to you this way: like, if you're Southern, could you find a more experienced coach? Yes. Someone who has experience, might be more deserving. Yes, all that stuff. The other part of it that's true, though, is, which is obvious, look at the notoriety that Jackson State's gotten because of Deion Sanders. The endorsement deals they've been able to sign, the revenue they've been able to generate, the exposure they've gotten on TV for their games, and the things that he said on social media and things that he's done. I mean, it's a no-brainer. I mean, if you're an athletic director and you're operating with a bare bones budget and you have an opportunity to do something like that, yep. Brian and Andy Penn, good morning, Matt, from Pittsburgh. Congrats to Xavier and Nola for being 1 seed in the HSBC World Series in Montgomery. Heard Marshall Faulk's front row to Southern job. There you go. Second one to say it. That's awesome, man. I mean, it would bring a ton of notoriety there. I mean, I can't say that it would be the exact same as a 3-time championship coach and Kim Mulkey taking the LSU women's job, because she's proven to win on the field or on the court already. But as far as just bringing attention and notoriety, absolutely. Absolutely. Richie Bird, hey Matt, sure there are a bevy of former LSU players wanting the LSU baseball head coaching job. What's your opinion on a name like Todd Walker being thrown in the ring? So as far as being the head coach, no. I'll just tell you that flatly, Richie. That's an easy answer, no. LSU baseball is not going to hire someone that doesn't have a head coaching pedigree. What I don't mind saying is, I think Todd, based on conversations I've had with him and conversations he's had with others, would be interested in being on staff. It's not to say it would be a done deal. It's not to say he would run to Baton Rouge, but if the opportunity were there, I think Todd Walker would listen. Okay, let me rephrase that. If the opportunity were there, Todd Walker would listen. Could they make it happen for him to be on staff? There's a lot of particulars that are involved there. But as far as being head coach, no. But he has expressed interest in potentially coaching one day. Breezy Bro, what's up, man? Devin Steve, 102,000. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Ryan Dixon, Mulkey rid the mask, then told Coach O, don't you ma'am me, she's taking over the boot. Good. Need someone with some balls to take over around here. EBR's open at 100%. Thank God. Let's roll. Courtney Storer, hoping for some happy surprises at the box this weekend. Corey, I just want one game. Courtney, I just want one game. Find a way to take one game against Arkansas, and then it sets up a scenario where you should win each of your last 3 weekend series. You should take 2 out of 3 against Auburn. You should take 2 out of 3 against Bama at home, and you should be able to take 2 out of 3 against A&M. And if you manage to sweep any of those, then you're in. You win 2 out of 3 in each of those series. You're at 13 and 17 in the conference. You go to Hoover. You win a game or two. Your RPI is around 20. You should be in. Rode Yule. Got to find ways to draw some at bats this weekend. I don't know how you do that. And you got, and again, first. Look, if Gavin Dugas is healthy, and he had back spasms, which is why he didn't play yesterday. If he's healthy, he's your left fielder. That's not even a question. He's been one of your best power bats in the lineup. So Dugas is out there. The only place that you could really play Drost would be in place of Gio, and I'm really not okay with that because Gio has as much as I was when he got hurt, I thought he was done. He has come along and he has ended up swinging, a really hot bat. Gio is batting .314. I mean, now grant you, he missed a couple of weeks, so it's a limited plate appearance, but 51 at bats, he's hitting .314. But by contrast, Mitchell Sanford's got 49 at bats, he's hitting .286. Drost with 62 at bats, hitting .258. I mean, Gio's 55 points higher than Drost. I mean, and Drost struck out 19 times, Gio 14 times. It's kind of what and what, but let me see on base percentage. Excuse me, y'all. Got a little frog in my throat this morning. Gio's on base percentage is .364. Drost is at .347. So Gio's batting average on base percentage is higher. His batting average is 60 points higher. I mean, and I'm definitely not taking Dylan Cruz out of the game. So I don't know where you put Drost in the lineup. So, I mean, I'll tell you the same thing about Drost we talked about with Travinsky. I don't care that Travinsky's homer in Tuesday night games against McNeese. I just don't care. The kid can't hit SEC pitching. And I'm not saying Drost can't, but Gio has. And it isn't that too far in the rearview mirror that LSU could generate no offense at all on SEC weekends. So, dang. So give me the guy that's been a more consistent bat. Now I think Gio batting batting cleanup is just stupid. But whatever. Let's see. Brady Smith, good morning from Metri. Trivia Carter, good morning. Steven, I don't think there'll be a sold-out crowd at Alec Box regardless of the rulings. Maybe not, Steven. Probably not. Considering the way the teams played and the general lack of realistic opportunity against Arkansas this weekend. But what if you get 7,000? I mean, 7,000. Shoot, man. I'll take 7,000. I'll take 6. I'll take 5,000. You know what I mean? Like, if you can actually put that many butts in the seats, you can, pack that thing out. Maybe the opportunity for fans who love going to baseball, who haven't had the opportunity this year, would go because it's packed house. I'll tell you this, man, in a couple weeks I'm going to Vegas, or I'm going to Houston for UFC 262, and the main event is Chandler Oliveira, which is going to be a really good fight, but that's not the biggest headliner that I've ever been to. But I don't care. Just the opportunity to go watch an event live in person, I'm in. I think for some people they may do that. Trivia: my cousin is stationed in Jackson, Mississippi. When I went to visit, there was so much construction and advertising with primetime. Makes sense. Devin, Jackson needs it. That place is a poo hole. Hey, Devin, I don't know if you've looked around, bro, but Baton Rouge ain't exactly Austin. You know what I mean? Like, you got nothing but smokestacks and refineries north of downtown. There's not a ton popping in downtown. I'm proud of areas of Baton Rouge, like Mid-City, which has come a long way, and there's a lot of business owners that are continuing to develop. But man, without LSU, Baton Rouge is Jackson. I mean, I mean, let's be real, bro. Let's be real. Brady Smith, another news only you and I care about. The Yankees finally got a win with Kluber on the mound yesterday. And I told Otter that last night during Otterlock. Second time he's picked against the Yankees when they played the Orioles. And both times the Yankees won the game outright. But it was nice to see, thank God. Let's see. Devin, we're supposed to have a chance against Ole Miss. Why does everyone think we're getting swept this weekend? They could take the series if they get a few lucky bounces. So Devin, it's baseball, and that's true, and weird stuff happens. But you've got, if you're being fair, LSU didn't face Gunnar Hoagland on Thursday against Ole Miss. Hoagland is the SEC strikeout leader. We saw what Jack Leiter from Vanderbilt did to LSU. Hoagland has more strikeouts than Jack Leiter, and LSU missed it. So LSU caught a huge break on Thursday night, not having to face Hoagland. Labus threw the game of his life, and they beat Nikhazy. Awesome. And then they absolutely gagged away Game 3 like we saw. But that's also the detriment of not having a Game 3 starter and having to piece it together. You could always run into a wall. And that happens on Sunday. I mean, Tennessee scored 20 runs on Sunday this past week. But anyway, so how different does that weekend look if you face Hoagland on Thursday? I mean, potentially drastically different. You caught a break. And Ole Miss, also their best hitter, Tim Elko, their team captain, tore his ACL. He's out. Their best hitter on the lineup was out, and they didn't get to throw their best pitcher. I get it. LSU doesn't have Jaden Hill. I get it completely. But sometimes those breaks go the way they do. Arkansas is the best team in college baseball. Like, LSU got outclassed by Vanderbilt, and it's likely going to happen that way against Arkansas too. But you hope that either Marceau or Labus can step up and have a dominant game again and give you a chance to win one in this series. That's just talking real, man, because it's a sport where, I mean, yes, crazy things can happen, but it's still college baseball where the level of play is high enough to where you have gaps. Why Auburn is wallowing in the depths of the conference like we see. You know what I mean? So you got to be real, bro. Like, I mean, LSU wasn't supposed to win the series at Ole Miss, and I don't think they would have had they had to face Gunnar Hoagland. But they caught a break, and they took advantage of it, which was awesome. Now, find a way to get one this weekend. Let's see. Jump back over to Facebook real quick. Holler at y'all. Thanks for your patience. Bentley Spears, I bought Jackson State tickets to support the team. Coach, hang on. Drew's backpack's beeping. All right. As always, I'll shout out to Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. They're tagged in the post over there on Facebook. If you need an orthopedist, they're the best. And of course, Hudco Roofing. Love to offer you a free, no obligation roof inspection. If you had high wind, hail, you see shingles on the ground, hail hits, let us come take a look. We'll work with your insurance company to get that claim filed, see if we can get you a new roof. All you pay is your deductible. HUDCOroofing.com. Let's see. Tennessee lost last night to Lipscomb, fired the whole staff. Midweek games, bro. Rode, you play him over Beloso is how you do it. No shot. Rode, you're just dead wrong, man. No way. Beloso, over the past month, has raised his batting average 70 points. Beloso is at, let's see. He's at 244. He went from 202 after Vanderbilt to 244. He's raised his average 42 points here in the last month. And by the way, 15 strikeouts in 123 at-bats. Let me give you a comp. Jordan Thompson, 135 at-bats, 33 strikeouts. More than double the amount of strikeouts. Gavin Dugas, 146 at-bats, 39 strikeouts. Zach Arnold, 99 at-bats, 29 strikeouts. My point is, you look at Beloso, his on-base percentage is .377. That's behind only Dylan Cruz and Trey Morgan. That's it. He's the third highest on the team of your everyday players in on-base percentage. Like, if you are talking about benching Cade Beloso, you're just wrong. Like, there is a black and white definitive answer to that, and you're wrong. Like, that's not even a matter of opinion. You're saying this guy who is a veteran guy who in the last month has raised his batting average 40 points, who actually was putting good swings on the ball all throughout this season, he was just having tough baseball luck, but he was putting the ball in play, who's got the third highest on base percentage on your team despite only hitting 244. If you want to take that guy out of the lineup for a freshman who's not proven he could hit an SEC play, you're just wrong. Like, I'm not even entertaining that. That's just a no. You're just wrong. Anyway. Chris Keller, not LSU news. Did you see Marshall Faulk? Talked about that a bit ago. Blake DeVilliers, I'm sure Bianca will save the weekend. Dawn Williams, good morning. Ronnie Dugas, good morning. Ryan Dixon, what's your take on the most recent lawsuit, the 2021 allegations against LSU Athletics? Ryan, I would encourage you to go listen to the first segment of Hour 2 from AFR yesterday. I went in detail about that. But ultimately, my opinion hasn't changed. And it's the thing that I've said from the beginning, which is this isn't over. The accusers continue to come forward. They're going to continue filing lawsuits. Yesterday was a class action lawsuit with 7 alleged victims. And because it's class action, others can join, and they will. More accusers will go to the media. And what did LSU do? They kept Verge away from the football. They said Verge can't attend games this year, and they fired Taylor Porter. They fired their law firm. Oh, by the way, let me remind you, the law firm is operating under attorney-client privilege, and they all signed an NDA, all parties in the Les Miles settlement 2013, so they literally can't disclose things about that case. And they have outwardly denied telling the board of supervisors not, or the three members of the board that knew about it, not to tell the entire board. They've completely denied that, and they say there is evidence of such. Why would you discredit that? And oh, by the way, Taylor Porter is the law firm that's currently handling LSU's mess with the basketball investigation and the football investigation. So now LSU is going to have to hire a new law firm that's going to have to catch up on years worth of documents that have been going on with the football investigation, the Our Lady of the Lake stuff, and the basketball investigation will wait. Like, the leadership at LSU, the stupidity knows no bounds, seemingly. Mark my words, before the fall, this is May, right? Obviously. April, we're almost to May. Before LSU kicks off against UCLA, they will have a notice of allegations in football and in basketball before the kickoff against UCLA, mark my words. Henry Gordon Bennett, good morning. Chris Williams. Belossa's been knocking the cover off the ball. Unfortunately, hits it to a defender every time. The shift gets him every time. It doesn't get him every time because he's raised his batting average 42 points in the last month. Now, I would like him to hit the other way so as not to hit into the shift, but that's also part of why his batting average is as low as it is. But I will go back to the point that he is still third on the team in on-base percentage behind only Dylan Cruz and Trey Morgan. He's got a higher on-base percentage than Cade Doty, than Jordan Thompson, than Gavin Dugas, than Zach Arnold, than everybody, than DiGiacomo, than everybody else they play. So the name of the game is get on base, and he does that, and he should absolutely 100% be in the lineup every single day. Blaine Smith, heard cornerback Farley has back issues. Hope the Saints don't draft him. Hope they move up and get Horn. Caleb Farley, Virginia Tech, does have back issues, but I'll tell you this, Blaine. If he checks out medically, you 100% take him. We had those same questions, if you remember, pre-draft about Marshawn Lattimore. And it was all about these hamstring issues that he has, and he's often injured, and yada, yada, and he's been an all-pro caliber cornerback. So the question is, do you trust your medical? And might I remind you that the Saints medical staff is led by Dr. Chip Bankston of Brock. Let's see. A couple more, and I got to go get Drew up. Okay, I think we're just about done, y'all. I think we're just about done. Okay, yep, we are done. Okay. As always, shout out to Brock, shout out to Hudco. Please like the page, share the post. Look at that, 13 watching, 20 likes on YouTube. Much obliged to all of you. Appreciate you for being here. Locked on LSU coming up here in a bit. AFR at 3 o'clock. Hope you enjoy a hump day. Let me remind, hey, also, tomorrow, first round of the draft watch party at Pluckers. They've done it every year for 16 years now. Every time a different team is on the clock, there's a different food or drink special. We will have tons of swag. I will be giving away Hudco hats. Right after AFR, I'm going to Pluckers Blue Bonnet, by the way. Pluckers Blue Bonnet, Pluckers Blue Bonnet, Pluckers Blue Bonnet. As soon as AFR ends, I'm going to Pluckers. I will have Hudco hats. I will have Sazerac Rye shirts and cups and koozies and bottle openers. I will have 104.5 ESPN shirts, and we will be giving away Pluckers gift cards, including a $500 Pluckers gift card. Somebody's going to win a $500 Pluckers gift card. All you got to do is come, fill out your name on the entry form, drop it in the box. We'll draw at the end of the night. So, all right. Y'all have an awesome day. Thanks for watching. Crush it today. We'll see y'all later.